Karachi, a metropolis on the shores of the Arabian Sea. It is the largest city in Pakistan. 17 million people live here. In the past 60 years, its population has multiplied by 30. This massive urbanization has given rise to tens of thousands of unregulated and unsafe residential buildings, and they often collapse, like this one, in which 22 people died last summer. Ali KUTCHI lives in one of these unregulated buildings.
This is my home. See how dark it is. There's no light here, there's no water or gas. 6 people live in one room. This is the kitchen. There's no water here. We have to wash the dishes on the sidewalk. We came here because the landlord didn't ask us for rent in advance. We found out that the building has been built without a permit 1 month after moving in, when officials came to tell us. We can't do anything about this mafia. The government and other powerful people support them. They corrupt everyone. They are strangling us because we are poor.
I want to leave this place as soon as possible. I've been scared day and night since the building next door collapsed.
Corruption and organized crime thrives in 3 main sectors here: construction, garbage collection, and water distribution. The water distribution system is dysfunctional due to state negligence. So water is only distributed in half of the city through pipelines. The government subcontracts tankers like these, who buy water from state-run hydration plants and resell it for 3 to 5 times the purchase price.
In most neighbourhoods, there's no water. Sometimes the government water line is shut off. Sometimes it's broken or leaking. Much of the water is stolen by people who install illegal pipes. My employers make a lot of money by doing this. I think it's unfair because the people we sell to are poor.
In the Machar Colony neighborhood, water is a precious commodity, distributed only at a few points. Women are in charge of collecting water while men go to work.
Our neighbourhood is dry. Each family spends a big part of their salary on water, and we have large families. It's hard to carry this water can, and my children go to work during the day, so I carry home 1 water can at a time.
Even if they steal from us, these vendors are a blessing. Without them, this place would have become a desert. There are 500,000 inhabitants on this side of the city, and yet not a single house has a legal pipeline.
This shortage of water has led to the creation of a water mafia that runs hundreds of illegal pumping stations in the city. They pump underground water where the levels are already depleting, or steal from the city's underground pipelines. Like here, where the pumping system is installed inside a house.
I turn on the system from here, then the water is collected in this tank. From there, we pump it to the tankers outside. We only fill 10 to 12 tanker trucks per day, that's all. I'm scared of electricity because my eyesight's bad and I could get electrocuted. Also, sometimes the police stop us, but my boss always gets us out.
In the last 3 years, authorities have raided more than 200 illegal facilities, but they re-emerge elsewhere by giving bribes to local authorities, as explained by this policeman. Because of fear of repercussions, he wished to remain anonymous.
If the local police wished to do so, they could close these hydrants within 10 minutes. But there are bribes involved, and it's also dangerous. Once with my colleagues, we conducted a crackdown. Our car was headed towards the installation, but the mafia people saw us coming, so they ran into our car with a big truck. We had to jump out of the car to save our lives.
Even in posh neighborhoods, water is scarce. Where pipelines do exist, water is too salty or too dirty. Ecologist Simi Kamal herself is forced to buy water through tankers.
They say I have to engage with that bloody tanker mafia. That when we've been out doing research and I've had to deal with people carrying and toting guns, why is the mafia there? The mafia is there because we have allowed them to be there. The city's ecology, we've blocked it currently by reclaiming land very fast and putting heavy buildings on that.
These malpractices aggravate an already worrying situation. Due to global warming, Pakistan's rural population is massively moving to big cities, opening a boulevard of opportunities for Karachi's resource mafias.